What if the largest nation on Earth was slowly running out of youth? This is not a hypothetical scenario but a stark reality that China, home to over 1 billion people, is grappling with. A seismic demographic shift is underfoot, where the elderly are starting to outnumber the young, painting a picture of a nation on the precipice of an aging crisis. China's population, like a giant pendulum, has swung dramatically from one extreme to another. On one hand, we had the era of the one-child policy, a stringent population control measure that was introduced in the late 70s, when the Chinese government, fearing overpopulation, decided to limit most families to a single child. This policy profoundly altered the population structure, leading to a significant reduction in the number of young people. Fast forward to today, and we witness the other extreme. A rapidly aging population is becoming a pressing concern for China. According to estimates, by the year 2050, a staggering 1/3 of China's population will be over the age of 60. That's like having the entire population of the United States today, all in their senior years, living within China's borders. This demographic transition is not just a number game, it has profound implications on various aspects of society, from the economy to healthcare, from social security to familial structures. And the ripples of this demographic tidal wave are already being felt across the country. With fewer young people entering the workforce and more elderly requiring care and support, the burden on the working-age population is increasing. But what does this mean for China's future? It poses significant challenges, no doubt. But it also presents an opportunity for China to redefine its societal structures, to innovate solutions, and to lead the way in managing an aging population. The effects of this demographic shift are already being felt, but what does it mean for China's future? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the economic impact, social implications, and the road ahead in the face of China's aging crisis. A graying population isn't just a social issue, it's an economic one too. As China's population ages, the economic implications become increasingly profound. The first pressing concern is the strain on pension funds. With more people leaving the workforce than entering it, the balance of pension funds is tipped. This means less money available for each retiree and potential financial instability for millions. The shrinking workforce presents another challenge. As the proportion of older adults increases, the pool of working-age individuals decreases. This demographic shift can lead to a slowdown in economic growth. A country's economy thrives on the productivity of its workforce. But when the workforce begins to shrink, output declines, and so does the overall economy. Alongside a declining workforce, an aging population also means an increase in healthcare costs. Older adults typically require more medical care than younger ones, thereby increasing healthcare expenditure. As the number of elderly people outpaces the number of younger people, the demand for healthcare services will rise significantly. Moreover, the need for more care facilities and caregivers will also escalate. As people age, they often require assistance with day-to-day activities, which means the demand for caregivers and care facilities will surge. This not only increases the financial burden on the healthcare system but also places immense pressure on the social services sector. All these factors combined can lead to a potential slowdown in economic growth. The economy is a dynamic entity, continuously evolving and adapting. However, significant demographic shifts like an aging population can place immense strain on the economic structure, leading to slower economic growth or even stagnation. It's essential to understand that these economic implications aren't just numbers on a page. They represent real-life challenges that will affect every individual in society, from young working adults to the elderly. As the old saying goes, time waits for no one, and neither does the economy. As China grapples with its aging population crisis, the economic impact will be felt far and wide. But by acknowledging these challenges head-on, we can start to formulate solutions to mitigate their effects. The ripple effects of an aging population go far beyond economics. It seeps into the social fabric, altering the dynamics of family, community, and society at large. Let's take a moment to consider the increased demand for social services. As the population ages, the need for healthcare, home care, and nursing facilities intensifies. We're talking about millions of individuals who may require assistance with daily living, medical attention, or even full-time care. The strain on social services is immense and growing. Then there's the challenge of elder care. Traditionally in Chinese culture, the responsibility of looking after the elderly falls on the younger generation. But with the shrinking youth demographic, fewer young people are available to shoulder this responsibility. Imagine the pressure on a single child to provide for their aging parents and grandparents while also trying to build a life for themselves. Loneliness is another silent epidemic among the elderly. As people age, they often lose their spouses and friends, their children move away, and they retire from work. The social circle narrows, and feelings of isolation can creep in. Loneliness isn't just about feeling sad or missing company, it has real health implications, contributing to conditions like depression, heart disease, and even premature death. And let's not forget the changing family dynamics. The 4-2-1 phenomenon, where 4 grandparents, 2 parents, and 1 child form a family, has become increasingly common. This shift puts immense pressure on the single child, who is expected to care for their aging parents and grandparents. We must remember, an aging population isn't just a statistic or a demographic trend. It's about real people, with real needs and real stories. It's about the elderly gentleman who needs help with his grocery shopping. It's about the grandmother who spends her days alone in a quiet house. It's about the young woman juggling her career and the care of her aging parents. An aging population isn't just a number game, it's a human story with real people at its heart. So, where does China go from here? That's a question that hangs heavily in the air, much like the smog that sometimes shrouds its cities. The solutions to the aging population crisis are as complex as the problem itself, but we must not let complexity deter us from seeking viable answers. On the contrary, we should embrace it and use it as a springboard for innovative ideas and strategies. Policy changes are a good place to start. China's government has already reversed its one-child policy, but there's more to be done. Policies promoting gender equality can help balance the skewed sex ratio, which in turn can contribute to a healthier population balance. Investment in healthcare is another critical area. With an aging population comes an increased need for healthcare services, particularly for chronic diseases. This means more hospitals, more doctors, more nurses, and more affordable care for the elderly. It's not just about quantity though, quality matters too. Training healthcare professionals to specialize in geriatric care can ensure that older adults receive the best possible treatment. Social programs also play a significant role in supporting the elderly. This could mean expanding pension schemes, improving housing options for the elderly, or even simple things like community events that help combat loneliness and isolation. Alongside these measures, we must promote healthy aging. Encouraging regular exercise and good nutrition can help older adults maintain their physical health, while lifelong learning programs can keep their minds sharp. And let's not forget the untapped potential of the elderly workforce. With the right support and opportunities, older adults can continue to contribute to society and the economy. Age should not be a barrier to productivity and fulfillment, but rather a testament to experience and wisdom. The aging population crisis in China is a stark reality, but with proactive solutions, it can also be a catalyst for positive change.